The moment her eyes widened, I knew my whole life was about to change. "It's not what you think," I blurted out, my heart pounding so loudly I could barely hear my own voice. But she just stared at me, hurt, confused, jealous, and I swear time froze. If you're listening right now, don't skip, because what happened next? It flipped everything upside down. And hey, before I tell you the truth, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because this story is one you won't forget. It all started on a quiet evening in our neighborhood, the kind where the sky looks cotton candy pink and everything feels almost too peaceful. I'd just come back from college for a short break, and it felt strange seeing everything exactly where I left it, the same cracked sidewalk, the same old streetlight that flickered like it was tired of living, and of course, the same next-door neighbor who had unknowingly become the center of my world, Ayesha. She wasn't dramatic or loud, she wasn't the type to turn heads in a crowd. But she had something else, this quiet goodness, this softness that made you want to protect her, even from yourself. Growing up, we were inseparable. We did homework together, shared secrets, shared heartbreaks, even dreams. But somewhere along the way, feelings changed, mine did, at least. I fell for her before I even realized it, and maybe that's why every time she smiled at me, it felt like a piece of sunlight landing gently on my chest. But I never told her. I was scared to ruin the only constant thing in my life. Then one afternoon, everything shifted. I was standing outside a cafe in town, waiting for my childhood friend Zoya, who'd come to visit after years abroad. She ran toward me with the same playful energy she always had and hugged me so tight I almost choked. Before I could say anything, she planted a quick kiss on my cheek. It was harmless, friendly, something she always did. But the moment I heard footsteps behind me, I knew someone had seen Ayesha. She froze at the corner of the street, holding a grocery bag that slowly slipped from her hand, apples rolling across the pavement like little green confessions. Her lips trembled, and for a moment, she looked like she wanted to disappear. I stepped forward. She stepped back. The space between us felt like an entire lifetime. "Ayesha, wait. It's not what you think," I tried to explain, but she turned away, her voice small and rough. "You don't owe me anything." But I did. Maybe more than she knew. I rushed after her, my thoughts tripping over each other. When she finally stopped and looked at me, her eyes weren't angry, they were hurt. Deeply. And that's when it hit me. She wasn't jealous because she thought I was with someone. She was jealous because she cared. Because maybe, she loved me too. My heart thudded painfully. So I did something stupid. Or brave. Or maybe both. I stepped in front of her, gently tilted her chin up, and said with a half-smile, "Wanna kiss me and see for yourself?" The world went silent. She looked at me like she was searching my face for a lie, but she didn't find one. Her cheeks flushed, her breath quickened. But she shook her head, not out of rejection, but fear. "Don't joke like that," she whispered. "Not with me." Her voice cracked, and suddenly the joking tone in my words felt too small for what she was feeling. So I took her hands in mine and spoke honestly for the first time in years. "I'm not joking. I've liked you for so long. I was just scared to lose you." Tears filled her eyes, soft and shining. "Then why didn't you say something?" she asked, and her voice felt like a question I should have answered ages ago. "I thought you never saw me that way," I admitted. "And seeing you jealous just now, it made me realize how deeply I've been lying to myself. I don't want to hide anymore." For a long moment, she said nothing. The air was thick with unspoken memories, old hopes, things we both felt but never said. But then, she did the last thing I expected. She stepped closer, placed her hand on my cheek, the same cheek Zoya kissed, and whispered, "Then don't hide." And she kissed me. Not a dramatic, movie-style kiss. It was soft, hesitant, almost trembling with all the emotions we had buried for years. But it was enough. Enough to melt everything, fear, confusion, misunderstandings. Later, sitting on the curb while the streetlight buzzed faintly above us, she leaned on my shoulder and laughed shyly. "I can't believe I got jealous," she said. "I can't believe it too," I teased. "I thought you only got jealous of people stealing your samosas." She nudged me, smiling. And in that moment, everything felt simple again, like the universe had gently nudged us into the place we were always meant to be. But life isn't a straight line. Just when happiness feels secure, challenges hit harder. In the weeks that followed, Ayesha began doubting herself, wondering if she was good enough or if I would suddenly choose someone more confident, more outgoing. Her insecurities ran deeper than I ever realized. And I had my own struggles, fear of losing her now that I finally had her. Miscommunication, small arguments, misunderstandings, they came, they hurt, they taught us. But we learned to talk. To listen. To trust the bond we built over a lifetime. One night, sitting together on my rooftop under a blanket of stars, Ayesha whispered, "Do you think love is enough?" I took her hand and said, "Love isn't enough. But choosing each other every single day is. And I choose you." She smiled, leaned her head on my shoulder, and breathed softly, "Then I choose you too." And that's where the real story began. Not the kiss. Not the jealousy. But the moment we chose each other despite fear, doubt, and the messy parts of being human. So if you're still here, listening till the end, remember this: sometimes the love you've been searching for is standing right next to you, waiting for a single moment of truth. And if this story touched your heart even a little, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear that love, real love, is worth the fear, worth the honesty, and worth the leap. Because sometimes, the story you're afraid to start turns out to be the one that saves you.